Okay guys, I'll be back in a second. Do you still wanting to jump on some full half litre?
Can do if you want, yeah, just got to let you know the condensator's not
Full.
Are you still jumping?
Well, I'm just going to do like a final bit. Something like a big side mission thing.
Right, what did you find out about Bradley?
Have you told me?
You said you already knew about it.
Yeah, no. I was feeling just saying.
Ah, yes, okay. Have you got any message Charles has said? He just wants to go back into it. If you've got something. It's progressive, just go along with it.
Fair enough. What did you say? Excuse me.
So, I put you on tonight.
Yeah.
You put, I don't think I want to tonight. I'm really not feeling it. I got too much on my mind. But why? What's up? I put, Judge George was looking forward to you coming on tonight and you've been buzzing about it all night and day, which you have. Well, you have been. You've been waiting for it to come on though, haven't you? And I did it to make you feel bad to say, come on now. Tell George I'm sorry for being a shit mate and letting him down. But what's wrong? You just got to remember, Brandon. I know you're in love and all, but you got to remember to keep up with your mates and us too, because to be honest, you barely come on with us these days, and not for as long as usual. But because I got a lot on my mind, I'm sorry. So I put why what's up and then you see anything nonsense.
Yeah, it is what it is.
Take some piss over the old man there. I put that you were buzzing to it because A, you've been waiting for the whole team to come on,
Oh yeah.
and B, you can't keep promising stuff and not doing it. It's not fair on you.
He'll let me slip up in the end on his own.
Yeah, but it's not fair on you though, is it?
I'll just play it anyway. Next up.
Yeah, but it's still not fair, is it?
No. Can't force someone to do what you want them to do.
No, but I think what she means is like, if you promise you're gonna jump on,
Yeah.
you need to get on.
Well,
The thing is, even when he says he's gonna get on, he's only on for an hour and then he's pushing back off again.
when I promise to do something,
think Brandon would be depressed. Fuck me. Alright, I'll see you in a bit. Alright guys, sorry about that. Let's sort some things out. Alright. So let's take out this big boss. Which I'm assuming is going to be Marshall by the looks of it. Okay. So, how do we get to where we need to be? Okay, let me just take away these mods.
Life's been a strange one. Certainly speaking. This place. Hiss got in.
The Hiss got in. The Foundation is overrun. I was out of time and out of options. I took all the C4 I could get my hands on and strapped it to the nail. Boom. A desperate move. But it's better off in pieces than in enemy hands. Trench wouldn't be thrilled. He always said how vital the nail was. How it was the Bureau's duty to protect it. Bullshit. Those years spent in the director's chair warped his priorities. In the end, he valued order over people, the advice of invisible voices over that of old friends. He lost sight of who he was. The board made sure of that. But I did my duty. The hiss can't corrupt a pile of smoking rubble. My last act as head of... At least I could take those bastards down with me.
Damn, okay. So, she went down with them. But do we have to fight a hiss-corrupted marshal now?
The nail. Pile of smoking rubble.
Marshall blew up the nail? What the hell was she thinking?
Okay, apparently we have a new bit of information. Okay, astral spike. Field research on astral entity, astral spike confidential. Summary: astral spikes are meta-structural entities found in the astral plane. Their existence was first confirmed when a single spike travelled into our dimension through the mind of an astronaut. In brackets, see report something for details, RE Agent Gibson. Astral spikes seem to exist beyond our dimension's physical laws. They do not resemble any living creature or animate object we have yet encountered. They are even dissimilar to astral copies, despite the fact that both originate from the astral plane. The spikes are immensely dangerous, emitting a wavelength that disrupts all organic and inorganic matter in their immediate vicinity with catastrophic results. Discerning the nature of this wavelength has been difficult for obvious reasons, but the parakinesis Ology Department continues to investigate. Refer to file something for full report. I think I've nearly fucking jumped down the window then, guys. To be honest with you. Okay. Let me just check some things out first, guys. Concussed energy recovery and shifting. What's it called? Shifting fragments.
Director Faden here. Dispatch a ranger to this location.
It's an honor, Director.
All right. So, some new mods again.
All right, this is the last one. I can't believe Marshall's brilliant plan was to blow up the nail. And she thought I wasn't ready.
Okay, how do we go about this? Let's try this. Mate, this is quite hard, you know. Bro. You know that time when it takes like 2 seconds before you actually fucking... Now, whoever suggested this is a full-on retard. Sorry mate, but it's true. Because there's no fucking way that I'm gonna be able to do this without dying from killing myself. doesn't help that, obviously. Stop reloading. Fuck me. That was difficult.
There. Easy as pie. Fuck. But that's the last one. I fixed it, didn't I?
Okay, let's go back with this one. Alright.
Things should be better now, not worse. Emily will know. I hope.
What did you do? What is causing these tremors?
I thought you could tell me. I completed the 4 rituals, just like the board told me to. The astral bleed should have stopped.
It has stopped. The nail is repaired. But we have a new problem. My analysis of the nail indicates that it is literally a piece of the astral plane. Or possibly a vessel containing the astral plane. Or both. Either way, right now both dimensions are vibrating at completely incompatible frequencies. The spatial friction they are generating is incalculable. It's going to destroy both planes.
I messed this all up. Maybe Marshall was right to destroy the nail. I should have left it in pieces.
No, then the astral plane would still be leaking in. Sometimes there's no right answer, Jesse. We need more information.
No. I need to fix this, now. I'll figure something out.
No, we should really make a plan. The tremors are originating from directly below us, but we don't know what...
Perfect. I'll head down and take care of whatever's going on. Just do what you can from here.
Jesse, you can't just...
I have to, Emily. I'm the director. This is on me.
Okay. Chauffeur Master Paratitularian. Well, there's no further way down than that, apparently. Okay. I don't know where we're meant to go, guys, at the moment. And it's something we're going to have to figure out. According to Google, it says you just need to float downwards. Downwards from where, exactly? Is the question. Evade ammo refund. Very nice. Let's watch someone do it, just so it makes a bit more sense. Okay, that's clearly... I never would have gotten that in a million years, and I would have took a whole fucking decade to do it. So, it's a good thing we checked. It's literally here, guys, which I would never have thought it would be here.
Was just the top of the nail? How much deeper does the foundation go?
Entry day plus 118. Entry day plus 118. I have changed, though it's hard to know how or why. I no longer need tools to detect the house's veins, to hear it breathe. I can feel its blood churning beneath my bare feet. I have added my own illustrations to the walls. trying to solve some mystery that the oldest house whispers to me. I have to avoid the it as I do so. They hunt me. I don't blame them. They're just following the Pillar's orders. Even poor Adam doesn't seem to recognize me anymore. I've spent a long time contemplating the etchings of the tree and its roots. Did you know this city used to be a forest? I wonder if our oldest house wore a different face back then. Or if it was always here. A 21st century office building since time immemorial. Can a place know the future? Can it change its skin? Can it wander? I always thought the esoteric world was my father's, not mine. But here, in this sacred place, I finally understand his devotion and his awe. I have changed, though it's hard to know how or why. I no longer need tools to protect the house's veins. Just breathe. I can feel its blood churning beneath my bare feet. I have added my own.
Jump scare again, guys. Jump scare again.
The crystals are growing like crazy here. Almost like they're trying to stop me.
Astral spike. I tried to get out after the detonation, but the astral spike came out of nowhere. I escaped, but my HRA was damaged. I'd bet a year's salary the board sent it. We never did see eye to eye. They have too much control over Trench, the Bureau, the House. They make themselves part of every important process. Nothing a little C4 can't fix. 2 birds, 1 bomb. Christ, what a mess. But I stuck the hiss. I did it. If Faden did her part, then the Bureau is safe. Until the next thing. Jessie has good reason to hate the Bureau. But that could be what we need right now. She won't follow the same path. Won't fall into the same traps. She'll lead her way. So, Director Faden, here's my last lesson. You can save everybody. HRA was damaged. The board said it.
When Marshall blew up the nail, the board attacked her. I don't fucking like it.
Big boss mission. Okay.
Nobody else hears the house. Their ears are too full of lies. We were shown the way inside so we could help. But all we've done is fall victim to the same parasite. I should have seen the web earlier. The strands between Northmore, the Pillar, the gun, the id. What hope did we have? Thrown into this conflict beyond our comprehension. I've decided to rejoin the Bureau in the upper levels. to end my long absence spent in the Foundation. Northmore will be angry at me for disobeying him. That's just his way. But I don't care. I need to remain in the oldest house to help however I can. I doubt I can steer the Bureau back on the right course, but I have to try. How did I go so long without a purpose? Without devotion? I can hardly remember how it felt. I realize how grateful I am to Father for setting me on this path. I wish I could tell him that. Else here's the house.
This is the director. I need backup at my location.
We were shown the way inside, so let's
Put him down!
Yep, that looks like Marshall.
Soon you will no longer recognize us, or yourself, or him, or her, or them. Family is dead. The walls are broken, but yellow and red in the eye.
God damn it.
Inverted is made right. Leave your
Fuckers,
innocence.
take everything. I am not letting you take this.
You've always been the new you. You want this to be true.
Are you for real?
The nail is corrupted. That explains why the board wasn't answering and what's causing the quakes. Marshall came down here to stop this. I should have been with her. I could have saved her. But I... can still save everyone else. Well, fuck you too.
Oh, I'll be sure to.
Let's play it smart. They don't need to know I'm onto them. Not yet, anyway. The nail is secure. The hiss can't touch it. I can't undo the astral bleeding in the Foundation, but at least it's stopped.
Along with the seismic activity. You did it, Jesse. Did you ever find Marshall?
I did. She's gone. She died thinking she'd save the Bureau. Not a bad way to go. I wasn't ready for this crisis. I didn't even see it coming. But I promise, I'll be ready for the next one. I mean, what good is a director who can't hold her bureau together?
The Foundation. So that must have been a DLC.
I thought I'd know how to handle things, now that I'm the director. Clearly, it's not that simple. I need to choose a direction for the Bureau. It should be one that serves our goals, not the board's. Whatever those are. I need to lead my way.
Now that this nail business is handled, I should probably be getting back to executive. But maybe I'll keep poking around. Just for a little bit.
Has the nail been doing anything since we restored it?
Define anything. Anything unusual? Define unusual.
Emily.
Sorry, but the answer is a whopping yes. Now that it's whole, the nail is emitting a constant field of, well, think of it like low-level radiation. It seems to suppress any biological matter it encounters. This explains why nothing grows here and why the Bureau had to abandon the area. Prolonged exposure would certainly begin affecting neural processes.
Wait. Was the field created when I cleansed the nail?
I considered that, but the nail's readings are quite different from the ones I recorded at the cleanse control points. I think the nail's field is purely of its own making. In fact, I think it would passively prevent any His corruption, like the HRAs do. Which makes me wonder what actually occurred when you cleansed the nail.
I've been wondering about that myself.
Did the board let the hiss corrupt the nail? Did they want me to cleanse it? If so, why?
What do you know about Director Northmore?
Well, he was Director Trench's predecessor, and Northmore's famous for being the first board-appointed director. See, before we found the oldest house, directors were picked by committees of old men in suits, drinking cognac and smoking cigars or whatever. You know, standard, uninteresting methods.
I think the word you're looking for is bureaucratic.
Or antiquated. Regardless, Northmore was eventually forced to... Well, we don't need to go into that. Strangely, the only two board-appointed directors left the position under unusual circumstances. If the board appoints a director, then how do they retire them? I doubt they go out and buy you a gold watch. Sorry, Jesse, I didn't mean to imply that...
Don't worry. If anyone's getting shown the door, it's them. What do you know about an entity named Former?
I can't say I've heard of it. You got any details for me?
Well, imagine a one-eyed bug thing. I think it was a part of the board, but then something happened and now it's... separate?
Interesting. See, I always wondered if the board was some sort of entity or group or conglomerate of linked consciousnesses, but this supports the group theory. Although I could have undergone some sort of corporeal exile. Too many unknowns to form a working hypothesis yet, but I can prioritize this matter in future astral dives if you think it's important.
Fortune favors the prepared. Do it. I'm gonna keep looking around.
I wish I could go with you, but I still need 30 hours of training before I can do field work.
We'll work on that.
Oh, hello, Director.
You can't imagine if you could actually kill the people that are meant to be on your team. I wouldn't do it, obviously. That's why I aimed for a foot, because if it did damage them, at least it would only damage the foot. I'm not that horrible, guys, believe it or not. Alright, so this is what I'm going to say about it. Let's get back to the Central Executive. So we still need 3 remote thought materials and an untapped potential material. Interesting. And let's have a look at our missions. Okay, so we have got a couple missions left. Our main mission is obviously to defeat Hartman. So we've got half decent one. These are all like basic ones, really, just going to the right place and knowing where to go. This one is going to be a harder one, but again, we've improved a lot since we last played that. And these are just like clearing the trash again. And then this might be another big quest. So, is Emily in her office? She is. Okay, now she can teleport, man. Who knew?
Hi, Jesse.
Well, I've got a bureau to run. See you soon.
Yes, ma'am, Director Faden.
Please, Emily. Not even as a joke.
We gotta be methodical. Clean out every last hiss with one thrust.
Try not to walk into the fucking side of the banister pole. Okay, so I'm going to give you my analysis of what will happen next. So, we have completed the actual game, the main story itself. And what we have just done right now is we've completed a big chunk or one big section of a DLC. The other DLC is the Dr. Hartman one, which I accidentally did most of it, if not pretty much all of it, thinking it was just a small side quest. But we carried it on thinking, you know, we might as well carry it on. And unfortunately, the only reason it isn't complete is because at the time we weren't strong enough and we didn't have the required, not equipment, but we weren't at the strength level or energy level that we could actually finish Dr. Hartman off. But we nearly killed him. So that is going to be my next aim when I next get on this. And it's just literally going to be a clear up session. The main mission is obviously going to be the Dr. Hartman one. And then I'm going to do all the small side quests, you know, clearing out the garbage and destroying the mold and things in certain sectors. And, you know, if we find any information or locked rooms along the way, then we are obviously going to open them up and explore as much information as we can. Now, I've really, really enjoyed the fact that, you know, you've got different levels, but this whole building is absolutely huge, man. You know, there's me thinking at the start of the game, this was just your map. Your executive map, you know, and I thought, okay, fair enough, pretty decent size map, but, you know, it should be done within 10, 12 hours max in total, and in actuality, there's been a lot more to it. Either they've had they've added obviously the DLCs on, they've added all that kind of stuff into the game, that makes it even more interesting. One of my favourite things that they've done is involve the whole Alan Wake side of things. You know, the Alan Wake narrative. I'm making it into this, you know, it's basically like Marvel with the MCU. You know, they've interlinked this game with Alan Wake because obviously they want to make it into the same universe. So I think that's a very interesting take on the game. I think it's very well put together. You know, I cannot fault it. I think the only things, obviously, are frustrating are, you know, your teleporting. If you do fall off, you know, structures while you're levitating, fair enough. You know, sometimes it has been my fault. You know, I've gone back. Whoops, you know, I fell off the fucking area and nearly died. But I think it's frustrating that it doesn't kind of give you a option you know, unless I fully upgrade it and it gives me an option. At the moment, though, it doesn't give me an option where, you know, if you do eventually, you know, accidentally fall off a high up area, right, you know, and you've took out all the enemies, you've took out the most difficult boss, and this is literally, I'm saying this because this is literally what nearly happened before. I got to a really high area. I think it was when we were, you know, just finishing the main story where we were, you know, trying to get to Hydron. I think that's the name of it. And I just finished the final boss, and all I needed to do was cleanse or, you know, destroy the laser. I think it was like a laser pointed at it. But I fell off that high point, and luckily I was able to levitate to a lower area. But if it was just a sheer fall, then I would have had to have done it all again. So that is obviously a major point compared to everything else. So it's a small error. You know, it's not a massive problem. I think the only big problem is, which again, it's my fault really. You know, the levitating thing, it could be fixed. You know, where you know, it gives you a chance to kind of think, oh shit, I fell off, but you know, I'm able to just jump back up or something. You know what I mean? But I think the one thing that obviously I was frustrated with, which was my own fault 100%, is going into the game thinking I'm invincible. You know, and I'm not saying I'm a bad player. I'm not a bad player, but I think sometimes, you know, you have to have a certain level and you have to have a certain amount of equipment and options there for you to be able to take on, you know, your final bosses. And it's just frustrating because obviously I want it to be done there and then and put into one video instead of, you know, it being split up into several videos. But it is what it is. You know, we took that beast basically and, you know, grabbed it by the horns like they say, and we absolutely smashed it. You know, we got to the very end of that whole section, and it's only the fact we couldn't defeat Dr. Hartman himself. We could, but then obviously he knocks the lights out and you can't attack him while the lights are off. So you have to put the power cores back in, and then you've got his minions like coming after you. And you know, when you're not at the full energy level or the full health level, you know, I had obviously got some decent upgrades at the time, but they're not. I think it'll be a lot easier. I'll say that now. We'll get into the next stream, and it'll probably piss me off for a few times, if not more. But hopefully we'll get into the next time we stream. We are gonna defeat Dr. Hartman and give it our best go. I'll be majorly pissed if I don't, but I can't see that happening. But yeah, the whole aim of next time I play this is to finish off Dr. Hartman, finish off the rest of the side missions, and then get as close as we can to, reading everything, all the stuff that we have missed along the way. I'm not going to be going down every single corridor though, guys. And if there is a room that I've missed in the game where I'm not going down that corridor to do something, then it is just going to be what it is. I'm just going to try and get as much as I can be done. But at the same time, I don't want to bore you. So, main take on this game, 11 out of 10, if not more. This is one of my favourite games this year, if not one of my favourite games that I've ever streamed, because it's got everything in it. You'd think this game came out this year and it'd be fucking slapping on a £70 game. But no, you're playing it. I think it was 2019, 2020 when this game came out. And it was, it came with the subscription, obviously, with the PlayStation Plus. But mate, what a fucking bargain of a game to play. And it's the fact that I put in horror games on the internet. You know, I wasn't looking for this game, and this one came up, and I thought, okay, I'll try it out. And you know what? I'm really happy that I've done, you know, I have played this game. But enough being a brown nose about it now. You know, all I'm saying is this game is incredible. You know, and if you like your intense kind of game, you like your horror game, you know, and you like all the information you find along the way and you read it out, then this is definitely the game for you to play. And I think the unique thing about it is it doesn't necessarily go into detail. Either it's a beast, you know, beast/monster, an alien life form that has obviously taken over. That has been mentioned, but I don't know. It could just be a theory in the game. It could just be demons, or zombie-like demons. But anyway, I'm going to stop waffling now, guys. I'm going to come off this. So we've completed the main story. We've took out 2 big bosses today as well. You know, one was unfortunately Marshall. She got turned by the hiss by being a hero, but unfortunately it kind of backfired on her. But we put her into peace. You know, we made it so that she was not controlled by the hiss anymore. And you know, that was one boss we completed, and that was a major DLC that we did all today, just like the you know, the Alan Wake. I think that was an AWE. So you've got AWE, which is your Alan Wake take on things, and then you've got Foundation, which is this kind of DLC where you had to go to 4 separate areas. I think the hardest area was actually the very start. Let me try and find it now. Yeah, the warehouse. That is literally the hardest bit of that section, in my opinion. Because you've got the whole puzzle side of things. And as always, guys, you know, sometimes I'm going to be looking at other people. You know, that's what YouTube's all about. Yes, you know, you can do the whole, you know, making the effort and trying to find it all out. And, you know, some people are very, very good at certain things, like anything in life. But for me, I'm shit at fucking puzzle solving most of the time. I'll give it a good go. But if I know I'm not going to, you know, find it out and it's going to take hours, I would much rather just watch someone do it and then it's on here anyway. You know what I mean? So even though some of it isn't what I've done personally, at the same time, I've done it to complete that section, to progress it. You know, and it's only really the puzzle section, because I haven't asked them to, you know, help me play the combat side of things. So that's my point of view. But we're going to take out Dr. Hartman next game, smash out the rest of the side quests, and then we will be back for our next walkthrough. Right, I hope you've enjoyed it, guys, and I will catch you in a bit.